Hey everyone, my name's Alyse. Welcome back to another video. Today I got a deck profile for you guys. I just got first place at the Sioux Falls, South Dakota Regional, playing good old reliable Dragon Link, but with adventure cards, because I don't know, I just want to break from despia and I want to try something a little bit more on the fun side, and I kind of theorized this list out to be actually pretty good, and I got it to a really comfortable place to where I felt like I was going to do well with it, as long as like it made sense in like a variated field, and you know, just did my best to strengthen my despia matchup as best as possible. So that's just the intention of the deck. But before we get into the deck list, I gotta give some shout outs. First shout out to sponsor Ophidian Accessories. Use code Ophidian5 for 5% off your entire purchase on some of the already cheapest cloth mats on the market that are already very nice quality. And then shout out to TGG Gaming, people who ran the regional, the locals, the homies. Yeah, love the store and happy to win the regional for them. And shout out to Lang and Kyle for always lending me cards and just being good support and being awesome. Also, happy birthday, Lang, the cameraman. Fuck you for paying for our food tonight. And then shout out to my girlfriend Brooke. She's great, always great support. And then shout out to Lund for helping me with the list as usual. And shout out to Justin Singh for doing almost nothing. But anyways, let's just get into it. We got 2 Tracer, 2 Synchron, 1 Recharger, 2 Router, and 1 Nocto. The Nocto and the second Router are kind of things that are becoming less and less standard, along with like the second Synchron, but I feel like, especially with like Red Rose and going into Hulk, and just, there's so many like different plays you can do, and like opening this card is actually like not even bad, even if you don't open a Rocket. And just every time I drew this card, it was insane. So like I almost want to bump it to 2, but the problem is I'm having space issues because I'm already at 50 cards, so it's just, I don't know, wanting to go above that 50 threshold is difficult. But that's it for all the Rockets. For more Dragons, got 3 Black Metal and the 1 Red MD, because you know we're playing adventure cards. This is the best normal summon. Obviously I played Black and White. Don't play Levy. Just didn't feel like it was like worth the space because I was already like not wanting to go, like I wanted to try to stick to 45, but I ended up not doing that, so I went up to 50, and it just ended up not being worth the space, and just didn't ever feel really that necessary. So just the Black and White were fine. And for last couple Dragons, we got the Red Rose and the Rocks Rose. These cards are obviously insane. Yeah, not much else to say about them. And then got the 1 Snow. This card put in so much fucking work. This card is, I don't know why it's still legal.
Should be banned.
Yes, honestly. And for the adventure monsters, the 3 Enchantress, 1 Griffin. A lot of people suggested the illegal knight, but I just don't want to, I don't know, it's only good for going second, and like I could side it, sure, but there are other cards that just made more sense to like take up the spots. So just these were fine. And then for hand traps, got 3 Ash and 3 Nib. Also got the 3 Imperm. So even though we're like kind of in a despia format, I again think it's a varied enough field where Nib can put in enough work against a multitude of different decks. Not to mention the fact that like a lot of despia players still play into Nib right now, so it's actually not even bad to like Nib your despia opponents. So it just feels like these are just the best overall generic good ones. So I was happy with those ones. Then got 3 Chaos Space, 3 Quick Launch, weird. And then 3 Right, the 1 Fateful, 1 Dracoback, and then the 1 Foolish, because this is, I mean, you can use this card for more than just this engine, but it's basically another adventure card. And then got the 1 Boot, the 1 Ravine, don't need anything more than that. The 1 Basil Rose Shoot, the 1 for 1, and then got, for the last defensive card, 3 Droplet. Just, I don't know, I feel like you kind of have to play this card no matter what right now. And the last card in the list is 1 Called By, because it's weird, it's like this card is good or something. That is it for the main deck. Like I said, 50 cards. It just felt like the best middle ground for like wanting to play as many hand traps as I wanted to and fit in like the amount of engine pieces I wanted, just because I didn't want to have it lacking on either facet. So that just felt like the best middle ground for me. But extra deck, got the 1 Striker Dragon.
Should be banned.
The 1 Pisty. Yes, like if you want to kill this deck, just ban Striker. Like I don't know why I'm still playing this deck, but as long as it continues to be good, I'm gonna keep playing it, you know, whatever. The 1 Pisty, the 1 Hulk, one Romulus, one Dark, one Heretic Seal, and the one Quad Boral for my Link 2s. These actually came up the least. I already kind of knew going into the weekend that this card probably wasn't going to be that insane, but like it maybe came up once. The one time I summoned Seal, I lost that game because Golden Lord Send is apparently really good. Because I opened like ass, but it'd be like that. For the one Link 3, you got the one Triple Burst. I don't know. People who don't play this card are kind of crazy. The one Access Code. Duh. And literally the best card in the deck list. The only reason why I think this deck is even worth playing right now. Good old Boral and Dragon. Like, this card is so fucking insane. Like...
What does it do?
It can't be destroyed by battle or card effect. You can't target it with monster effects. And it's a monster negate that also brings back a rocket that you can't respond to. And 35. Like, this card is just nuts. Like, it's single-handedly the reason why I think you can even play Dragon Link right now. And, like, you know, like I said, in a field where there's enough Despia, you should be able to play this deck as well. But it's just, the field's varied enough and you can just countermeasure Despia enough so it's fine. And for the synchros, I got the one Riser, one Savage, one Ruler, one Hot Red, and one Baron. I know some people have been cutting this out, and also like they're playing the Souls engine with Arclight, but I just feel like the Souls engine doesn't really like provide you with enough of what you want, because it kind of just like clogs, or it just only makes your like already playable hands, already decent hands better, when I could just make my overall deck just better to where I'm getting more consistent good hands. So I just didn't feel like it was necessary, and I don't know, Hot Red comes up so much. What? Chaos really, yeah, this card
gonna get banned.
I mean, the card is really nice.
They do call it the Pega rule for a reason.
True. But anyways, for the side deck, got 3 Droll, 3 Gamma and the Driver, and then 1 Token Collector is my only hand traps on the side. One thing I was considering was cutting one of these hand traps out and then playing evenly, but it just made more sense to have the raw hand traps, and like not having Gamma in a Dragon Link deck somewhere seems wrong. So otherwise, Droll is the most impactful like side deck hand trap I think you can play right now, and then the 1 Collector just because we can send it off Riser. But I don't know, Gamma performed decently, so I'm not opposed to continuing playing it. And for something I decided to test for this like recently was playing 3 Lightning Storm and 1 Duster, as opposed to playing Twin and Reboot. So the philosophy behind this is like, these go in against backer decks anyways, but with the Resurgence of Mine, I wanted like something that could just go in my deck and just stick there, and eventually I can draw it, and then my deck's power level is just gonna build them out anyway, so mine doesn't even matter. And these are actually putting in against Despia, because you don't have to waste a discard, and then you can still just clear out their entire back row, and you can kind of just pick apart their board so much easier, and you know, just have every resource you need still in your hand. And yeah, I just think this card just has better applications against like Despia and like maybe a couple other things, but like it does the same thing against backer decks as Twin would, so yeah, I think it was fine. And for the last card in the side deck, 3D Barrier. Weird, but yeah, that was it for the deck profile. I was really happy with how the deck performed. I don't know, it felt really good all day, and it's been feeling really good in testing. I was probably going to play the deck at Hartford, but ended up not, but we'll see if it's a play for Nats, but, you know, we'll see how that goes. But thank you guys all for watching the video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.
Leo.